we are live. Another live stream here. We've gotten a really great game today in the Elite Eight of the March Madness NCAA Men's Basketball Tournament. We've got the University of Houston, the UH Cougars, taking on the Oregon State Beavers in the Elite Eight today. So far, Houston leads 5-2 going early on. We have a timeout on the floor. 16 minutes are still left in the first half. This game started at 6:15. It's going to be a tremendous game. Houston being the number 2 seed, Oregon State being the number 12. It's going to be a great game. Any team who makes it this far is a great team. So we're in store for a great matchup, even if it's a 2 seed versus a 12 seed. 5-2 currently, with 15:43 left in the first half. At Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, the Midwest final here in the bracket. It's going to be a great game. And it's going to be close. Oregon State, they're no joke. They made it this far already. They were expected to be last in the Pac-12, but they made it and they won the Pac-12 championship. And here they are in the Elite Eight on a Cinderella run so far. They played incredible, Oregon State has. And UH is in for a good game. It's not going to be a blowout as UH has the ball up 5-2 out to Gorham. Though Houston shooting bad as Gorham is fouled violently on that play here. Oregon State with 2 turnovers already in this game. Houston will be going to the line. Gorham at the line here. It's going to be close. It's going to be a close game throughout. Oregon State has played exceptionally well so far as Gorham is going to the line. The senior 6'7" from Columbia taking 2 shots around the 78% from the line. First one unable to go in. A trip to the Final Four on the line here. Houston tried to make the Final Four for the first time since 1984 as Gorham misses both throws at the line. Houston still up 5-2. 5 minutes have gone by so far in the match. Houston obviously being the AAC tournament champs and Oregon State being the Pac-12 tournament champs. As you see, Ethan Thompson being violently doubled. Alatishe out. Kalu unable to go, and that is going to be a goaltend on Dejan Giroux. As it's off the backboard and Giroux slaps it away, that is a goaltend. Oregon with 4 now. Here is Giroux, obviously being one of the major players for the Cougars, as Gorham outside in the post. Kicks it out. Giroux back out to Grimes, top of the key. 2. No. Rebound by Lucas, but it's last touch by Oregon State. And it is still Cougar ball. It's going to be close. Obviously, the Houston Cougars have not gotten as much respect in the rankings simply because they've played a number 15 seed, a number 12 seed, a number 11 seed, and a number 10 seed. Oregon State being the number 12, we don't know what's going to happen. Giroux, nice fake. Floater is able to stay in. Dejan Giroux with that floater of his being able to go in. Giroux being such an important key here for the Houston Cougars. Had 9, 8, and 8 last game against Syracuse. As Ethan Thompson has a step back 3. That does not go. Gorham, last touch by Alatishe. And it is Houston ball up by 3. As you see, Gorham driving to the hoop and gets that floater to go. That's his shot, I've noticed. And it's just able to go home. Dejan Giroux is a very important key. He's one of their most important players. Obviously, playing through his injury. Dejan Giroux had a big hip injury in the second round of the tournament against Rutgers, but was able to still fight and keep going, and he's now fully healthy, touch wood, now. As Giroux has the ball outside Gorham. Now back out to Sasser, top of the key, deep 3. Sasser is swished through the net. Marcus Sasser starting off hot from downtown. 2 of 2 so far. Sasser being an elite shooter almost 90% from downtown, has been shooting really well from downtown so far. As Reichel loses the ball. Here is Grimes in the fast break. Euro to the hoop. Quentin Grimes, 12-8. Houston on top so far early. Houston with a good start. Oregon State already with 4 turnovers. The Beavers being reckless. Giroux takes a charge in an offensive foul on Oregon State. Giroux playing some defense here. And the swing of momentum has completely shifted to the Cougars as Grimes goes to the hoop and finishes. And Sasser, as you go back to look at Sasser draining it, top of the key, Marcus Sasser, the sophomore from Red Oaks High School in Texas. As you see, Kelvin Sampson, the head coach for the Houston Cougars, being one of the most elite head coaches in college basketball. Houston so far on a 7-0 run in the last minute 20. They look to keep this going here as Giroux has the ball. Giroux being the main point guard, you could say, on this team, who controls the ball and runs the offense. As Grimes being an elite three-point shooter. Sasser once again won't go this time. Ethan Thompson with the rebound now. As the Beavers have had 0 points in the last 2 minutes, and that still does not go. Sasser able to come out of the rebound, trying to run the fast break. Here is Sasser going to fake it. Sasser was almost blocked. And here is back to Giroux in the corner. And that is Gresham, whose shot is unable to go in. Rebound by Oregon State. Both teams not shooting really great from the field. As it's a nice pass to Alatishe underneath the hoop. There is Kalu. Back to Alatishe. And it is a violent foul on Andela of Oregon State. Currently 12-4 Houston early on in the first half right now. Obviously, the Pac-12 this year has been really great in the tournament. We have 3 Pac-12 teams who have made it so far in the Elite Eight, the first time since 2001. And Michigan obviously being the number 1 seed in the East. So we'll see if Michigan can continue their great run. Isaiah Livers being able to come back for Michigan. Great news for them. As Andela is being taped up here, seems to have some sort of injury. Great start from Houston so far. Up 12-4. Oregon State has had some really great starts this tournament so far. And so far, Houston able to get the early lead right now. As we look at the foul here, seems to have gotten hit on the arm, the lower arm right there. Interesting. Hopefully Andela is okay as he's taped up and heading to the line. Rodriguez Andela coming off the bench for the Beavers, unable to hit the first one. Houston able to avoid a great start by Oregon State, being able to keep it as Gorham checks out and White Jr. comes into the game for Houston. Second one is short as well. Grimes coming up with the board. Both free throws not going in. Free throws have to go in these big moments, especially in the Elite Eight. These shots have to go. As here's Sasser in the corner. Back up to Grimes. And here's Sasser again with 9 on the shot clock. 6-5. Shot clock going down. Sasser's going to have to take a shot. And he does. A mid-range jumper is not true at all. Houston up 12-4, and we have a timeout on the floor. Houston up 12-4 at the moment. Early first half, almost halfway through. Great. It's going to be a solid game. We're still early on here. Thanks, man. You watching the game tonight? It's going to be great. I saw your power rankings video. You had Houston, at 6, if I recall properly? Yeah, I know they played, the weaker seeds. They played the number 15 Cleveland State, obviously, and then the number 11 Syracuse, number 10 Rutgers. So they've still got a great test today with Oregon State. Oregon State is no joke, obviously winning the Pac-12 and doing their Cinderella story. So I think it's going to be a great game. It's fine. I mean, you have some reasoning to that, man. So it's good. Let's see if Houston can keep it going, make it to the Final Four. Obviously, they're my team, so really rooting for them today. The Cougs. Go Cougs, by the way. Yeah, it's going to be a great game. So it's still early on right now. Almost halfway through the first half. I'm really hoping Houston can make the Final Four. It would be the first time since 1984 that they would make the Final Four. Obviously, since those days with Hakeem Olajuwon and Clyde Drexler. Hakeem the Dream and Clyde the Glide. Those two guys were great for Houston back in the early 80s. And the program was really bad ever then when Kelvin Sampson joined the program. It has really rejuvenated, and Houston's been one of the best programs in the nation ever since, especially in March Madness. Yeah, I saw you hit 100 subs, man. Congrats. You were in Texas yesterday? Wait, do you live in Texas? Where do you live? In Chicago? Am I right? I'm just guessing because you live in because you're a Bears fan, so. But it's been a Cinderella story really for Oregon State right now as Houston leads. Yeah, you live in so that's why you're a Blazers fan, right? So okay. So you must be supporting Oregon State right now. Or were you supporting the Ducks? Well, I've been a Rockets fan probably since 2016, I would say. Where I really started following the Rockets. Where I've always been a Rockets fan. I've lived in Houston all my life, so I've always been supporting the Rockets, but I've been really following them since probably 2016. That's when I've been following them. As we are back from the timeout. Yeah, I mean, hopefully that bracket specifically is right. And that is a nice shot by the Beavers. That goes down. They needed that shot to go down out of the timeout. And that is a 3. And that is no good. Rebound, Oregon State up ahead. Here. Mandela outside for 3. No good. Rebound, Giroux. Houston being one of the best rebounding teams in the nation right now. Yes, I do watch cricket. Here is Reggie Chaney now. Actually, Fabian White, excuse me. Him driving in the post. Gets the layup to go in. Cougars on the board again. 14-6, Houston. As you got some of the bench guys coming in for the Cougars. Fabian White Jr. It's great to see, as you see, Ethan Thompson being the main star on Oregon State. 10 on the shot clock here. Sasser guarding top of the key. Thompson again. And he is stripped. The ball is stripped. Recovered by Chaney. Up ahead to Sasser. Here is Giroux. 6 turnovers so far for Oregon State. A very loose control of the ball. Here is Grimes for 3. That is well short. Rebound Thompson. And that is a 3 that goes down the hatch for Oregon State. Yeah, it's going to be ahead because when I think my TV is at the same level, but when I broadcast it on the live stream, it kind of delays it. The live stream is always being delayed. And that is good. 16-9, Houston. Fabian White Jr. with a nice reverse layup. As Houston playing really up close defense here, Sasser on the guard. Here is Thompson, who's fouled. What do I stream with? I mean, I'm only... Yeah, that's a good idea. I might do a setup tour. But I'm only streaming. I'm not really an expert at streaming, but I'm just using YouTube. So I'm just at my account and then you press live stream. So that's all I'm doing. I'm not really an expert at all this stuff. So, and that is a nice shot at the free throw line. Ethan Thompson being the main scorer for Oregon State. He has been playing exceptionally well this tournament. And he's been leading Oregon State, and he's been the main guy on the team. So we will see. As he misses the second free throw, Giroux. Oh, you mean the Xfinity remote? Yeah. And here's Tremont Mark outside. Sasser for three. That is short. Mark gets the offensive rebound. Giroux setting up the offense now. Here is Sasser. And Giroux is going to try top of the key. That is off. And rebound by Houston. Sasser tries it. That goes down. Marcus Sasser from downtown. He has been on fire. From downtown so far, Houston being one of the best rebounding teams in the nation. Up 19-10 at the moment. 8 minutes left in the first half here. As Oregon State driving to the hoop. And that is not put down. The easy layup is missed. And Giroux once again leading it up court. And giving it back to the hot man. Sasser tries another three. This time it won't go. Huge rebound there for the Beavers. Giving it back to Thompson. Let's see Houston playing some up-court defense here. Obviously, Kelvin Sampson and the Cougars being one of the best defenses as well in the nation, as they give back to Thompson with 7 on the shot clock. Thompson tries a mid-range, and that won't go. Rebound by White. And Giroux once again. And there is a miscommunication on the defense as you count it. And one, Reggie Cheney with the shot. Nice 2-and-1 there. As Cheney and a nice defensive play by Giroux. The Cougars playing defense right now. And Cheney gets the 2-and-1. Houston up 21-10. Big time play for Houston. How do I live in Texas? I've been living in Texas my whole life, so I don't really find it. It is pretty hot, though. Yeah, Houston's up by 11. Let's go. We got this, Cougs. Let's get it done. Yes, I'm in high school. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. Don't come. Sorry, guys, I am back. I just needed a quick break. But it's been a great game so far. Houston obviously being in control right now, up by 11 double digits. This is a great. I'm in 11th grade. It's been a good game, but I think Houston is right now really in control at the moment, and they should be able to be looking for that. Obviously, last game against Syracuse, if you remember, Houston was up by 10, and Syracuse came back once again to tie up the game, and then Houston went on a run once again late, and they were able to get the game out of hand for the Orange. So we are back once again. Houston up 21-10 at the moment, and the Elite Eight for the women's Division I basketball tournament is also going on right now. The Elite Eight for that is happening right now on ESPN as well. 7 minutes left in the first half as you go back to the Giroux three that was off, and Cheney gets the rebound, and Sasser tries a three, and that is splash. Obviously, Houston, they're really great in getting those offensive rebounds. That's part of the philosophy for Houston. No, that's really tall. What YouTubers do I watch? I used to watch YouTube. I don't really watch that much YouTube anymore. I used to watch Madden videos and stuff, and used to play Madden. As that is a nice shot by Silva that goes down. As Giroux comes up with running the offense once again, as you have Tremont Mark, the freshman, in the game right now, the hero from the second round. He tries a three, and that is an air ball. And Gorham, trying to get the rebound. He was unable to get it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Houston up by 10 at the moment, as Gerard Lucas has re-entered the game for the Beavers. Lucas trying to get it to go, and that goes down for Gerard Lucas. Oregon State now within 8 at the moment. As you see Mark giving it up to Gorham. And that ball is tipped in the air by the Beavers. Giroux trying to get it out to the corner. And that one go, here's Lucas. Corner three! And he was almost fouled. Hello, thanks for joining. I hope you're enjoying the game. Be sure to watch it as well. It's a really great game. I'm supporting Houston, by the way, so it's been great so far. Houston up by 10 at the moment, 22-14. As we're approaching 5 minutes left so far. Quentin Grimes giving it back to Mark, the lefty freshman who had that great game against Rutgers. And here is Grimes in the corner for three. That is clean all the way through. Grimes with a nice shot from downtown. Houston up by 11, back once again. Grimes has been struggling from downtown today. 1 of 5, finally hits it. As Lucas trying to get the fake in the air with 10 seconds left on the clock, being guarded by Grimes. And here is Alatiche. That is unable to go. Silva gets the board. Wide open three. That goes down for the Beavers. 3 ball flying all over the place for both these teams right now. Houston really struggling from downtown right now, 4 out of 14. As they give it back to Tremont Mark, obviously. Yeah, I know the Rockets game is going to start soon. I don't think I can watch that right now. The Cougars are really more important right now. As Gorham gives it, here is Mark. Tremont Mark with the shot clock going down. Giroux for 3! That is down the hammer. Dejan Giroux. That was a nice shot. Giroux, 50% from downtown, only 1 out of 2 so far. But Houston maintaining that 11-point lead right now as Giroux playing defense. Back outside, he almost lost it. Back out to Lucas. And here is Alatishe. He was not able to finish. And there is a foul. It seems to be on Reggie Chaney. And we have a timeout on the floor. There is a foul. That is a foul on Chaney. Alatishe will be going to the line for 2 as we go back to Tremont Mark dishing it out. Giroux from the corner is true for the Cougars, up by 11. Yep, I'm a big Astros fan, and I do watch baseball. I'll be coming out with an Astros preview soon as well. So hope you subscribe already and enable notifications as I'll be coming out with an Astros preview baseball around the corner. Just a couple more days, and it's going to be great to watch. I think Houston definitely has a shot this year again to win a title. Yeah, but they still have a good team. Obviously, George Springer left. That's going to be a problem. But look, they're pitching. They have a young pitchers who are really great. And obviously still have Zach Greinke. Yes, my house is big. Look, I'll admit it. The Astros they did cheat. Okay, I'm admitting that, but that was that. Honestly, it was really I was disappointed to see that they cheated, but that's what happened, and well, now we're moving on to a new season now, so it already happened and we've moved on. So Dusty Baker as our manager has been really great. I love Dusty. I love having him as our manager. He's great. And Houston really needs to sign Carlos Correa. Correa said that he's going to be a free agent next year if the Astros don't sign him by opening day. And the Astros really need to get to signing Carlos Correa. I mean, he's great. He's a great shortstop. He didn't really have too great of a season last year, but that postseason that Carlos had was absolutely mind-blowing. Obviously, what I remember is that game winner in Game 4 of the ALCS over the Rays. I absolutely went crazy when that shot happened. Carlos Correa is a baller, man. He's great. The Astros need to re-sign him. Pay the man. Seriously. And we are back from the timeout. Houston, the Cougars, still leading right now by 11. Houston +4 in offensive rebounding and doing Oregon State really losing the ball in turnovers, 5 turnovers for them. Houston really struggling from downtown, only 33%. I mean, that's solid. They've shot good overall, but Quentin Grimes especially has been struggling from the arc. It is not a shooting foul, as it is an inbound for Oregon State. And that went into the backcourt. All the way into the backcourt. And here is Alatishe with the ball currently. Back out to Jared Lucas, who is being doubled. Finds Alatishe, his fadeaway jumper. And there is a foul on Fabian White Jr. Wow. Hey, man, what's up? How you doing, man? Go Cougs. Let's go Cougars. Houston up by 11 at the moment. That free throw is no good. Oregon State really struggling from the line at the moment. As you got substitutions in for Oregon State, Kalu checking in for Silver. Alatishe at the line, missed the first. The second one, he has a pretty jerky free throw motion, so may have to see that when he shoots free throws. Sasser's been great so far for Houston. Many more free throws for Oregon State. 6 so far, only 3 for Houston. As they give it back to Chaney, who tries the 2, and that is good. Reggie Chaney, mid-range. 30-17, Houston, largest lead of the game, up by 13 at the moment. 30-17. It is the largest lead. Thanks for joining back, man. Appreciate that. Back out to Grimes. And here is Tremont Mark, who's been in the game quite a bit. Grimes, a step back mid-ranger, is no good, but rebound by Chaney. Back out to Mark. Houston really crashing the offensive boards really well so far in this game, as Justin Gorham, the senior, is back in his mid-ranger. That is no good. And a rebound up ahead to Thompson. Kalu looking for back out to Thompson. Here's Lucas approaching 2 minutes left in the first half. Here's Lucas probing back out to Alatishe, top of the key. And here is Kalu. Kalu trying to draw the foul. That isn't good. Gorham with a rebound on the air ball. Grimes, Houston trying to end this first half well. Can they do that? Up by 13 at the moment. Under 2 minutes left. Sasser probing. Sasser at the crossover to the hoop is fouled. Marcus Sasser to the line. I would think almost a 90% free throw shooter. Be sure to stay tuned for AT&T 5G at the half. This is currently on CBS if you're trying to watch this game. It's been pretty good so far. Obviously, me being a Houston Cougars fan, big time, it's been great to watch. Marcus Sasser with 9 points today, all of them from the three-point line, almost 90% from the foul stripe. Sasser gets a first to go. Houston with the largest lead of the game so far has got some substitutions. Dejan Giroux comes in for Tremont Mark. No teams are in the bonus yet. Both teams are relatively low at the foul line. Yeah, we did it. Come on, Cougs. Got to end this first half well. Up by 14, 31-17 at the half. Not at the half, excuse me. Minute 52 left. Houston on a roll. In the first matchup of the Elite Eight. Yeah, it's still light over here. It's quite sunny, actually, all the way. It's sunny over here. How is it in Oregon? Does it get dark early? Are you guys going to be watching any more of the games after this? We got some great matchups, obviously, in the Elite Eight. My Final Four prediction right now, obviously, U of H. You guys still have snow. Gosh, imagine having snow. And it's almost April. I was surprised that Florida State lost pretty bad. I thought Florida State had a good shot. But it looks like Michigan is in a good spot now. Hunter Dickinson is there, and then you have Isaiah Livers, who will be coming back. USC also has been really great. The Mobley brothers. Yeah, UCLA, first four to Final Four. Keep the dream alive, UCLA. I definitely want to see UCLA continue to win. They're a great story right now. Juzang, if I'm correct, is one of the leading scorers for the Bruins. And Alabama also. Alabama had that game-tying shot. That was an incredible shot. I saw it live. That was crazy. And then UCLA just dominated in the overtime. And Alabama really never stood a chance in the overtime. So UCLA is playing really great right now. But right now I have Houston, Gonzaga, Baylor, and I don't know. I guess Michigan right now, because Michigan has gotten healthier too. So, but I definitely think USC has a great chance. The Mobley brothers for USC is great. They are great. Evan Mobley being a top 3 pick. Maybe my Rockets will be able to pick Evan Mobley as we're taking a closer look at DeJon Jarreau. Is that floater early on? And then the Houston Cougars playing man-to-man defense on Thompson. They get the steal. Jarreau also making shots from downtown. John Jarreau with 5 points and 6 dimes already. Jarreau really handling the ball extremely well right now for the Cougars. 5 and 6. I don't really think much of Arkansas, honestly. Personally, they got extremely lucky against Texas Tech. Texas Tech was right there. I think Baylor's gonna beat Arkansas pretty easily. And yes, I did watch Kelly Olynyk. That was pretty good. But obviously, still the Rockets didn't kind of messed up that James Harden trade, according to me. Didn't get enough player value back for James Harden. And no, I haven't watched that video yet. But I'm sure you had Houston winning today, right? So, I mean, it's good to have Kelly Olynyk on the team. He's a decent player. I think Avery is also gonna play today. I think too. It was. I definitely agree with that. The Rockets kind of messed up the James Harden trade, not in draft picks, but mostly in player value. As Fabian White tries to get that floater, that doesn't go. Oregon State really needs to get some buckets before the half, as they are kind of getting smoked down by 15. As here is Reichel unable to go. Jarreau once again getting the board up ahead to Grimes in the fast break. Grimes resetting a minute left in this first half. And here is Jarreau using the screen. Nice pass. And White is fouled. .5 seconds of Fabian White Jr. at the line. The senior from Texas, able to hit that first one. The Cougars getting some really great talent, obviously. Fabian White Jr. so far 7 points today, 75% from the field as he gets a second one to go down. Houston up by 17. This has been a dominant performance from the Cougars so far. At the moment, looking to move on to the Final Four. And Grimes, you get the steal. Here's Sasser. Last possession of the first half, probably. As Houston calls a timeout on the floor with 24.9 left in the regulation of the first half. Colin Sampson looking to draw up a good play before the half. As Houston up by 17 at the moment. All Cougs so far. Why are my videos so long, but why are your videos so short? Well, the reason my videos are so long is I cover a lot of topics in my videos. I don't really... Okay, let me give you an example. My last video was about the NBA trade deadline. I did Andre Drummond. I talked about Andre Drummond signing with the Lake Show. I also talked about LaMarcus Aldridge signing with the Nets. I also talked about Aaron Gordon. I also talked about Rajon Rondo, Norman Powell, Nikola Vucevic, and the Mavericks acquisitions. So I cover a lot of... Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I might try and watch a Rockets game on my phone, man. That's a good idea. But look, I just try and cover a lot of topics in my videos. That's just the way I want to do it. So it's not like I'm talking about one topic endlessly for like hours. That would be really bad. So as we are back, the shot clock going down. Jarreau being the ball handler, trying to let this clock go down all the way. Houston trying to get the last possession of the first half. Jarreau probing. Jarreau unable to get the rebound. Goran won't go. And that rebound doesn't go. Oregon State dribbling it out, and that is the half. Houston up by 17 going into halftime. 34-17 Cougs all the way so far. A half away from going to the Elite Eight. A half away, from going to the Final Four for the first time since 1984. Houston Cougars playing well so far, looking to finish it in the second half. Great half from Houston. Oregon State really needs to make a lot of changes if they're going to come out and win this game. As Kelvin Sampson is being interviewed right now, I'm sure he's happy with this performance so far. Obviously, would like to probably shoot better from three, possibly. And they held Oregon State to the fewest first half points this season. Houston Cougars are having some tremendous defense, man. They are playing some tremendous defense. They held Syracuse to the lowest total in school history, and now holding Oregon State to a mere 17 points at the half is just incredible. Houston, a top 5 defense, best offensive rebounding teams. They are a true championship contender. They are the definition of that. It's a great half so far. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please go down, hit the like as well. Is my studio in the room, in my room? No, it's not in my room. It's actually in my parents' room because my dad has a Mac and I use his Mac for making my videos. So I have my whole studio in his room, and not in his there's a corner where the table is, and that's where I make my videos. So, but it's been a great half so far. Houston up 34-17 at the half, and you got halftime coming up. AT&T 5G at the half. So. Oh, go Cougs! We're almost there. One more half, boys. Let's get it done. So during commercial breaks, I'm going to be talking as a fan. Obviously, I'm a big fan of Houston. Houston all the way. But when I do commentary, I try to keep it neutral, obviously. Yeah, that TV edition was really great. I really like having the TV in my background. It's really a nice addition. What do you mean your extra rooms? You have like 2 rooms or something? What? Come on, Cougars. We're almost there. It's been great so far. I haven't really had to worry about anything. No, I'm not in my living room. This is just another sitting area where you have a TV over here. So the living room is actually all the way on the other side of the house. So. But look, if Houston reaches the Final Four, they are probably going to have to play, I think, Baylor. They're probably going to have to play Baylor. Obviously, the Razorbacks. We'll see. I just like the Bears much more than the Razorbacks right now. Arkansas really having to fight quite a bit in all their victories. So that's why I have the Bears winning that matchup. And that is going to be a close game, Baylor versus Arkansas. That's going to be extremely close. But so far, it's been relatively stress-free for me and other Cougars fans, as the Cougars have a very comfortable lead at the moment, 34-17. Oregon State primarily getting their points off the bench. Marcus Sasser, the leading scorer for the Houston Cougars, with 11 points. Houston +7 offensive rebounding and +7. Ethan Thompson only has 1 point for the Oregon State Beavers. That's a problem. That is a problem, as they're probably getting their scoring off the bench. Kalu with 5 as a leading scorer for the Beavers and 3 for Silver. So Lucas only has 2. Alatisha has 2. Thompson has 1. Those are the quote-unquote big 3 of the Oregon State Beavers. As you see, the Houston defense, they've been exceptionally well defensively in the first half, holding teams to the high score of 30 points against Rutgers. So, leading score for Houston, like I said, was Marcus Sasser with 11. Giroux has 5 rebounds and 5 points and 5 assists. Grimes has 5 and Chaney has 5 as well. And Fabian White off the bench has been great for Houston with 8 points and 4 rebounds. The senior from Texas, Fabian White Jr., Tremont Mark, and you have Brizan Gresham coming off the bench for the Cougs. So the way I put pictures in my TV is I basically, you might be, I think you're the only one chatting, honestly. You've been chatting most of the moment in the live stream, but I basically create a PowerPoint. And then the thing with the Mac is you can like AirPlay it onto the TV. So I am able to basically present the images through a PowerPoint. That's how it does it. And I think it's great for my background. So, as Oregon State honestly has been really reckless with the ball, and Houston is taking advantage of it. So, Ethan Thompson really needs to play a lot better right now. And that's the only way Oregon State can win. Their main stars need to show up. And that's Ethan Thompson. That's Jared Lucas. Those two really need to show up. And then you got that matchup, the Razorbacks and the Bears. That's going to be great tonight. Number 1, Baylor, and number 3, Arkansas. That's going to be a really great game to watch. My pick is Baylor right now. Like I said, Arkansas, they barely squeaked by the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And they've just gotten by, honestly. I think Baylor's really dominated the competition so far. But I do have a LeBron shirt. My uncle actually lives in LA, so when I went, he gifted it to me. So, and I like LeBron. I mean, it's not like I support the Lakers or anything. I just like LeBron. So, but obviously, Rockets all the way. James Harden is still my favorite player, even though he left Houston. But any jerseys? I mean, do you consider these jerseys or are these shirts? My favorite current Rocket right now is definitely Christian Wood. He is our future, but Kevin Porter Jr. is really high on my list right now. As a future Rocket, he's going to be great. KPJ is awesome. He's going to be a future star for my Rockets. And the Rockets are currently in the middle of a bad season. Obviously, they're being lost 20 straight. Got some wins, though. Oladipo, personally, I didn't really like Oladipo. He never really fit well with our system, with Coach Silas's system. He was just never playing great here. He wasn't shooting really great from 3 and missing a lot of easy shots. But I think Victor Oladipo is going to be great in Miami. Victor Oladipo is a great fit for the Miami Heat. I only have one jersey if you're considering these shirts. The only jersey I have is Dak Prescott, as he's my favorite NFL player. I know I'm from Houston. I know he's a Dallas Cowboy, but I'm supporting Dak Prescott. Only Dak Prescott, okay? It's not like I like Ezekiel Elliott or anything. I only like Dak Prescott on the team because he is a warrior. And the first time I watched Dak Prescott, he was just a true fighter. And I just love the spirit that he plays with. He's a true leader on the team. And that's why I support Dak Prescott. So, obviously, if the Texans play the Cowboys, of course, I'm going to be supporting the Texans, no doubt. So, just to get that clear. Oh, his favorite team is the Cowboys? Okay. I don't know about the Cowboys. They're so overhyped every year. Well, we'll see with Dak and the team. They got some safeties also, KZ and Keanu Neal in free agency. Those are some good moves. They really need to get their secondary. They have a really weak secondary. And then Aldon Smith is also not re-signing with the Cowboys. Yeah, they're overrated. Definitely, people talk about them way too much. I think we all know that on these media channels. MVP James Harden. James Harden right now is number one in the race according to me, but Dame Lillard, Dame Dollar, Dame Time is right behind him. Dame is number two according to me. I had Dame one, but recently CJ McCollum is putting up some really great performances. So I'm gonna have to put James Harden back up on there at number one, Lillard at number two. I think Luka Doncic needs to be number three personally. Luka really needs to be in that MVP race. So, and then yeah, I would think Giannis would be in the race. I'm not a big fan of Giannis, but Giannis definitely might be in the MVP race considering the Bucks have heated up recently. But it's just sad to see so many MVP candidates for the NBA have really gone out with injury. Obviously, Joel Embiid, then LeBron. I mean, it's just not good to see. Hey man, Giannis shoots what 65% from the line and airballs free throws. Okay, but I respect that choice, Giannis. Look, I respect Giannis. He's a great guy. So I just don't understand how he can shoot free throws so bad, man. They're free throws, literally. But obviously, the last time Houston, let's talk about the Cougars. The last time the Cougars made the Final Four was 1984, if I am correct. And that was the Phi Slamma Jamma eras of the Houston Cougars. Clyde Drexler, obviously, and then Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon. Of course, Hakeem being the greatest Rocket of all time. We've had a lot of great stories, I think, this year in March Madness. Arkansas, UCLA, Oregon State, USC has been playing really well as well. I would prefer not to do a house tour. That's not really why I make videos. And so I'm here to do sports, talk sports, and do commentary. So I hope you don't mind that, man. I really do appreciate you tuning in, though. Thanks. I just don't really feel comfortable sharing my house. Obviously, my house is pretty big, so it would take a while, honestly. But look, Arkansas, they have a really great coach. He's a very fiery coach. Arkansas, the Razorbacks. I love that name. Same state. I mean, if you're in Texas, you might be in Lubbock, honestly, and that's like 8 hours away. So, or you might be in El Paso, and that's like what 12 hours away or something. I don't know. But the thing is with Arkansas, I'm not predicting them to win. So I'm predicting Baylor is going to win their number one seed. It would be nice to see a Texas Final Four with Baylor and Houston playing each other. That would be a really great game to watch. I think Houston is really the definition of a great team because, yes, they do take some bad shots, but they get those offensive rebounds. Houston being one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the country, they're able to get a lot of second chance points, which is very key. They're +7 so far in offensive rebounding, 7 second chance points right now. I have no idea, honestly, why he asked why a house tour. So because he said he was in Houston, but I don't know. mean, I don't really even know you, honestly. I mean, you're a subscriber. I really appreciate it. But I agree, that's a little bit strange, but I do appreciate you watching, though. And looks like halftime is over, but the ads are still coming. So I do have an Xbox. I have Xbox One. But look, I haven't played in a very long time. I've been really occupied with making videos and doing commentary to improve my uh, sports broadcasting. So I haven't played Madden in a very long time. You want to play Madden sometime, man? You have Madden? But the ads are taking really long. But look, I think Houston really has control of this game so far. They're up by 17. They cannot let that lead go away. Oregon State, I think, is going to come out with some intensity right now. But Houston's got to keep it together. They got to keep attacking and grabbing those boards. Those are the key. Keep getting offensive rebounds and getting those second chance opportunities. And they should be good to go. And really limit the YouTubers. Excuse why did I say limit the turnovers, and it should be fine. Houston should be fine that way. Yeah, I do. Yeah, in my first video, that was a long time. I mean, that was just last year. I mean, December 2019, I think. NCAA March Madness tournament has been great. It's been one of the best major sports tournaments so far right now. Lucas Oil Stadium, obviously being the home of the Indianapolis Colts, but they are doing the Final Four here in Indianapolis, over there in Indianapolis. Houston looking good right now on CBS. Up by 17 at the moment, number 2, Houston looking great. Let's keep it going. I got it from Amazon. I just ordered it on Amazon. Second half coming up, so be sure to keep tuned in. Got the second half coming up. I mean, if this game is getting out of hand for Oregon State, it's kind of looking that way right now, especially if Houston comes out with that same intensity that they have been showing so far throughout. Just a half away from reaching the Final Four. Can you believe it? Let's get this done, Houston. Let's get it done. The Houston Cougars are right now basically holding up Houston sports. They are the only team in Houston right now that is doing well. The Rockets, 13 and 32. The Astros are still okay. And what model is it? I don't know exactly what model is it. It says Fifine mic. It's called a FIFINE. You could probably search it on Amazon. But man, your mic is pretty professional. You have that huge mic, honestly. That's the first thing I noticed when I watched your video, that huge mic. Yeah, I mean, I can move it, I can lift it up as well. So, but you actually have that professional one, so that's pretty good. Houston up by 17, 34-17. Let's keep it going, Houston. Yeah, of course, man. Not that huge mic. Huge mic, but... We're almost there, Houston. We're almost there. You have to just keep that intensity, keep crashing the boards well. Don't foul unnecessarily. And although Oregon State's been shooting really bad from the free throw line, the keys for Oregon State, don't turn the ball over. They've got to stop turning this ball over. It's becoming a bit out of hand for the Beavers right now. They also need to make the free throws. Hey, that's fine, man. See you later. Hope you enjoyed this video. This live stream. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. All right. Hope to see you soon, man. Thanks. As we are back in Indianapolis for the big dance, the Elite Eight. The Houston Cougars and the Oregon State Beavers. In the Elite Eight on CBS. The second half is about to start. Houston right now +7 in offensive rebounding, 8-1 currently. It's been great offensively. On the offensive boards. It's been great so far. 10-3 total. And 25-17 +8 in total rebounding right now. And Oregon State with 7 turnovers compared to Houston's only 2. That's been the game so far. Houston and Oregon State, like I said, they're shooting an atrocious 17% from the free throw line, which is just really bad. 1 out of 6 from downtown. Both teams shooting exactly the same from 3, although Houston has jacked up 15 attempts compared to Oregon State's 5. And both teams are shooting pretty much exactly the same from the floor. Houston has got off an additional 14 shots. As the second half has started, and we are underway in Indianapolis. Ethan Thompson with the ball right now. Back out to Reichel. And here is Alatishe. And here's Thompson in the post being fiercely doubled. Here's Reichel. And that is a reaching foul on Quentin Grimes of the Houston Cougars, the AAC Player of the Year from the Woodlands, Texas. Quentin Grimes, the junior, had spent 1 year in Kansas and transferred to the Cougars. As a screen is set by Silva, Thompson driving Alatishe, the free throw jumper. That is no good. Giroux almost lost the rebound. Gives it back out to Sasser. That's one thing the Cougars cannot do. Have loose turnovers in this game. Houston ended the half on a 9-0 run. Hopefully they can keep this run going for the Cougars' sake. Give it back to Giroux. High pass to Chaney. Back out to Giroux with 7 on the shot clock. Back out. And here is Grimes. Grimes may have to take a 3. Giroux is going to have to take a long shot. And that was unable to go. Reichel with the rebound. Here's Jared Lucas. That is a tough shot. That is unable to go. A nice rebound by Alatishe, who puts the putback in. Nice offensive rebound for Alatishe. The lead is still 15 for Houston right now. Oregon State really needs to go fast and keep Houston on their toes defensively. As here's Grimes on Reichel. Gorham setting the screen for Giroux. Kicks it back out. Gorham tries a 3. That is unable to go. Another one and done for Houston. Here's Lucas trying to create something, being double teamed. Alatishe. Tipped by Houston, and it is still Oregon State ball. Ethan Thompson, only 1 point so far for him. That's a problem right now. And that is a deep pass into the backcourt for Ethan Thompson. 15 on the shot clock here. Giroux coming up on defense. Thompson probing. Finds Alatishe. Nice dribble and hit. Now the lead is down to 13 for Houston. It was 17 at half. Oregon State coming out, playing well so far, getting some offensive rebounds and scoring in the paint. Houston's got to get some sort of score here. Otherwise, Oregon State is going on this run right now. As Gorham setting the screen for Sasser as he is finding his way to the hoop. Sasser draws the foul on Lucas. As Giroux has been playing some solid defense, but nice shot by Alatishe. The floater is true. Sasser at the line, almost 90% from the stripe. 11 points so far, the leading scorer for Houston right now. Gets the first to go. Marcus Sasser, the cool sophomore from Red Oaks, Texas, and Red Oaks High School. And he's been playing really well. Gets both throws to go down. Houston back up by 15. And Thompson really needs to start scoring and playing better as he gives it out to Jared Lucas, a very great shooter. Reichel for 3. He is fouled. And that is 3 shots for the Oregon State Beavers at the free throw line. A little bit of a mistake here from Houston coming into the landing space of Reichel. Reichel has scored 0 points so far in this game. Has 3 free throws at the line. The first one goes down. Oregon State has to make free throws. Like I said, that's one of the keys for Houston. And Reichel hits the second one as well. The lead down to 13 for Houston. Tremont Mark, the freshman, enters the game, and Grimes sits out. 17 minutes left in regulation. As Reichel hits all 3 free throws, it's now a 12-point game. All of a sudden, it was 17 at the half. Now it's 12. Houston has got to get some points on the board right now to keep Oregon State on their toes. As Sasser behind the line gives it out to Giroux. Giroux with the floater. And that rims out, unfortunately. Nice rebound by Gorham. Gorham is in trouble. Mark loads up a 3, and that is unable to go. Another offensive rebound for Houston. Another shot here for Sasser. Tremont Mark back out to Giroux and Sasser once again. Houston's got to take advantage of the opportunity. Sasser for 3. That rims out. This time Houston unable to come with the rebound. Here is Jared Lucas up ahead. Thompson for 3. That doesn't go. Rebound is on the floor. Recovered by Tremont Mark, who goes on the floor. Houston fighting for the rebound. Here is Dejan Giroux on the fast break. Outside, Sasser for 3. That is going in. Marcus Sasser from downtown. He has been shooting incredible so far from the 3-point line. Already 16 points in this game. Marcus Sasser really showing off as that sophomore from Red Oaks High. Lucas tries a 3, and that is clean. Jared Lucas answers right back for the Beavers. It's now an intense game, even though Houston is up by 12. You can feel Oregon State is fighting and trying to get back in this game right now. As Giroux has the floater. That is unable to go. Gets his own rebound back. Sasser fakes the 3. He has his floater. That is short. Another rebound. And Houston gets the rebound once again. Sasser open for 3 again. That is good too. Marcus Sasser is on flames right now. He is on fire. Marcus Sasser shooting fire right now from the 3-point line. And oh my goodness, Marcus Sasser, just as you say it, gets a blow to the face. Very unfortunate. here as he's pulled up by his teammates, Jean Giroux there. Man, I hate to see that. Marcus Sasser's been playing so great today. A big blow to the head. Gosh. Man, what happened here? He got trapped between the screen of Silva and Lucas. Ooh, that has got to hurt. He literally got squished between the screen. I hope Sasser's okay. Prayers to Marcus Sasser. He should be good to go. I'm sure he would love to be playing. And he should be continuing to play in this game. Let's hope Marcus Sasser is okay. But right now, he is shooting on flames from downtown. Has been continuously making the open threes. And the Houston Cougars have been getting open looks. And that's good to see. Houston's got to keep it up. Like I said before, when I'm talking right now, it's me as a fan of the Cougars. And when the game is going on, I'm being a live play-by-play commentator. So right now, Houston, they made some great shots from downtown. That's great to see. We're weathering the storm right now that Oregon State is sending at us right now. And we got to keep this up. Sasser, we need Marcus to stay there. As I'd like to call him, Sass Attack. It's great to see him making those shots. A great shooter, Marcus Sasser. A really great shooter. Sasser only had 12 against Syracuse, but now he's at 16 already. Like I said, he's on flames. But look, Oregon State, they've had a great run so far. I'm not saying it's over, but they've had a great run. Obviously, they were expected to lose the Pac-12. They ended up winning the Pac-12 tournament in amazing style against the Ducks, if I'm not mistaken. As Sasser is being checked on by the staff, I hope he's okay. Houston up by 15 at the moment, 14:54 left in the regulation. As Sasser was literally drilled in between the screen of Silva and Lucas. As they are probably testing him for a concussion protocol. He seems to be feeling much better. 19 points for Marcus Sasser, shooting an outrageous 50% from the three-point line. He's going to be on the bench for a little bit. He needs to rest and get better, as Ethan Thompson needs to get his show going tonight. Gerard Lucas and Ethan Thompson, the big two here. Lucas with a spin, trying to draw the foul. Back out to Thompson. He tries it. That does not go. Rebound by Giroux in the corner. And here is Tremont Mark, who's come back into the game. The freshman from Dickinson, Texas, Dickinson High School. As that is a Cheney. That shot is blocked. And an offensive foul. And that is a foul on Alatishe for Oregon State. Excuse me, that's Andela. But Reggie Cheney to the line for 2 shots. Cheney has been a solid starter in the lineup for Houston as a forward. Cheney being the 6'8 junior from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Cheney knocks down the first. Houston up by 15 right now. Cheney with 5 today. As the second one rims out for Houston. All right, that's fine. Thanks for joining back, man. And that is a foul on Quentin Grimes. That is a reaching foul on him. I believe that is his second foul on Gerard Lucas. No, I don't have any pets. Oregon State down by 15 still. Grimes now has 3 fouls. He needs to be careful. As a fierce double team has come, Alatishe trying to get to the hoop. That does not go in. A nice rebound and putback is good. Mandela, the big man. Here's Giroux. Grimes tries that 3, and that goes down. Quentin Grimes, Houston is on fire, on flames from downtown. And that is a foul on Cheney. Timeout on the floor. A nice rebound by Mandela. And the big man's able to get to go in. And Grimes drains the 3. He is draining these. Excuse me, there is no timeout, in fact. Ethan Thompson is heading to the line for 2. Thompson gets the first to go in. As Reggie Cheney is coming out of the game right now. And Gresham has come into the game for the Cougars. Kelvin Sampson making some substitutions as Oregon State gets the rebound. Lucas tries a 3. That is true. Splash for the Oregon State Beavers. Gerard Lucas makes a clutch 3 after the missed free throw. They get the offensive board, and Lucas from downtown, a sharpshooter, gets that to go. Giroux this time. And here is Grimes. Back out Giroux for 3. And that is good. Houston Cougars cannot be stopped from the 3-point line. Lights out for the Cougs. The 3-point line is becoming a piece of cake for the Houston Cougars right now, as that is a dangerous pass to Mark. It's 48-35 Houston. Houston up by 13, 12 minutes left in regulation. As Alatishe tries to grab him, and that's a foul on Alatishe. Houston still up by 13. Good news for the Cougars. Marcus Sasser has re-entered the game. That is great news for the Cougs. Marcus Sasser with a really scary injury. But he is back in the game. And that ball is tipped up, still grabbed by Houston. Giroux this time. Shot clock down to 3. Giroux's got to try a 3. And that doesn't go. Houston able to get the rebound, and it looks to be a timeout on the floor for the Houston Cougars. Whoa, Giroux's got to watch out. He almost ran into the Oregon State head coach. Houston still up by 13. 11:54 left in regulation. Oregon State has outscored Houston by 4 at the half. Oregon State has outscored the Cougars by 4 so far in the second half. Houston 48, Oregon State 35. Houston just 12 minutes away from reaching the Final Four for the first time since 1984. Ethan Thompson still only has 4 points. Gerard Lucas being the leading scorer for the Beavers with 8. And then Marcus Sasser with an outstanding 19 points so far with 12 minutes left in regulation. Sasser's been on fire. from 19 on Flames from downtown. And Fabian White with 8. Grimes has 8. And Giroux also has 8. Giroux putting up another complete performance today. 8, 7, and 7 for Giroux. As Houston is only playing 7 men right now. Gresham is still not playing. Houston is reducing their bench and only playing 7 guys right now. A lot of guys have to take their minutes on right now. Houston shooting 38% from downtown with on 24 attempts. Houston 9 out of 24 from downtown. That is really great. Oregon State, like I said, they've been struggling from the line. Only 46% so far from the stripe. Oregon State has taken much less shots than Houston has, 16 less, which is why their overall shots from the field is 42%. Houston still plus 11 on boards, which is a good news for them. Right now, increasing their offensive rebounds to plus 11, 17 to 6 on the boards. That's been really great as well. So Houston really playing to their method of shooting threes, getting those offensive rebounds, and really playing some lockdown man-to-man defense. As the game after this is number 1 seeded Baylor Bears taking on the number 3 seeded Arkansas Razorbacks in the Southern Regional Final. As Houston is inbounding the pass here, as he's in trouble and turns it over. They needed some help over there, and Houston did not provide it, and that is a turnover. Now, Thompson tries a 3, and that doesn't go. Rebound by Sasser, and Houston getting a crucial board once again. John Giroux being the main ball handler for Houston, he has been throughout. And that was a laser pass from Giroux, and that was unable to be controlled. As we take a look at the bracket, Baylor and Arkansas tonight after this, and then Michigan, UCLA at nighttime, and Gonzaga and USC at the same time as today. As Oregon State has the ball, they are still in this game, even though being down by 13. They have reduced the lead to 13 after being down by 17. As here's Lucas, who tries another tough 3, and that doesn't go down. Another offensive rebound for the Beavers. They're really crashing the boards right now. And that is a mid-range jumper, open, and is good. Oregon State now down by 11. That lead is slowly gone down after being up by 17. It is now only 11. As Giroux and Sasser keep exchanging passes. And that is a kickball. As you take a look back to that nice mid-range jumper, almost a 3. That is clean. Kalu. And here's Sasser, a deep 3. That doesn't go. Nice rebound by Grimes, but there's a foul on the floor. Gerard Lucas with the foul on Fabian White Jr. As the fans are starting to boo here, Oregon State not pleased with that foul. As Grimes receives the inbound pass. And Sasser might have cooled off from downtown as he was sitting on the bench. Here's Fabian White Jr. who's played well. Gorham in the post. Gorham! Nice shot! by Justin Gorham does the dirty work, and it pays dividend. Houston gets a much needed shot to go down. Oh, nice spin by Thompson. Rejection by Giroux, but another offensive rebound. Here is Kalu, who's fouled from downtown. Kalu is going to be trying 3 free throws right now, as that is a foul on DeJon Giroux. A nice move by Thompson that is absolutely rejected by DJ. But Oregon State still gets another rebound, and Kalu is heading to the line. And that does not go down. Like I said, Oregon State continuing to struggle from the free throw line. As Kalu makes a second one now. As there's still 1 shot left because it was a 3-shot foul. As Alatiche is checking in for Andela. (50-38) Houston so far. Under 10 minutes to go in regulation. As Kalu is 1 out of 3 from that point at the line. Nice rebound by Gorham. As here is Sasser weaving his way around, and he is tripped. That is a tripping foul on the Beavers. Thompson. Ethan Thompson with 4 points and 3 fouls. As Giroux, a high pass for Sasser. Back out to Giroux once again. Sasser to Giroux has been going on all day. Back out to Giroux. Giroux with a mid-range jumper is good. DeJon Giroux. 14. The lead for Houston. DeJon Giroux has to show up in clutch time as we are getting closer and closer to that. And that is a 3 by Kalu. No good. Giroux with 10, 6, and 7 in this game. A very good performance from him again. Giroux, the senior from New Orleans, really playing well. Under 9 minutes to go as Sasser driving his way with the floater. Unable to go. Gorham on the rebound. And here's Giroux with a crossover and being doubled right now. Finding his way out of it. Back out to Gorham in the post. Gorham dribbling. And it is an errant pass. And here comes Oklahoma State. And here they go on the fast break. And that is a layup that goes down for the Beavers. The lead is down to 12 again. Like I said, one of my keys was Houston has to stop turning the ball over. 3 right now for Houston, 0 for Oregon State. They cannot turn the ball over. That was one of my keys. As Giroux and Sasser just honestly keep going back and forth. That's been the story all day. Sasser, a deep 3, trying to go glass, is no good. And that is another foul on Giroux. Man, Kelvin Sampson is really mad right now, as it's been kind of sloppy from Houston recently. A 12-point lead for Houston, 8 minutes left in regulation. Oh man, we got some blood on Kalu right now in his mouth. Got something to check on there. Hope he's okay. As Kalu trying to go up, and Giroux really swipes him across the face. And that's where it seems to have the injury occurred. Houston 52, Oregon State 40, approaching 8 minutes to go in regulation. Houston has played a sloppy half of basketball in this half right now, having a couple of turnovers and errant passes. And Oregon State, they're still in this game, but time is becoming a factor as we go on in this game right now. Houston with already 7 fouls, and Oregon State with 6. As Maurice Kalu We'll head to the line. And that is good. It's now 11 again. Seems like we've got quite a bit of spectators as well. As Kalu knocks down the second one as well. A 10-point lead now. As Kalu is being talked to right now. It's only a 10-point lead now for the Cougars. It's a lot closer now as it was 17 at halftime. And that was another loose turnover, but there is a foul. Houston playing some loose basketball all of a sudden as there's a timeout on the floor. 10-point lead for Houston, 52-42. Oregon State is playing a really good half so far. Outscoring Houston by 7 in the second half. And I will be right back. I'm gonna get a drink of water. Hey, Manuel. Thanks for joining. Hopefully Houston can hold on. It's been a bit closer now in the second half, but we'll see. And they've been making some turnovers and careless mistakes, but 52-42 Houston right now at the moment. It was 17 at the half, and now it's down to 10. It's +7 for the Beavers right now. Houston's got to start taking care of the ball. That's the way they got to win in this game. They can't make these silly mistakes, which is why Oregon State is still in this game at the moment. Let's see if Houston can hold on. The Cougars just 10 minutes away from reaching the Final Four. As Ethan Thompson has not had a great game for the Beavers so far today. He's been playing really well in this tournament, but today he has not played well. As Houston is still +8 on offensive rebounding, which is, their key, which is their most important key in the game, as that is still Oregon State ball. Houston with another empty possession here. 7:42 left in regulation. It's getting quite tight here now. Ethan Thompson heading to the free throw line again, as both teams are in the bonus quite early in the second half, which means each team will head to the free throw line every time they get fouled. Thompson hits the first, and now it's back to single digits. It's back to single digits right now. Only 9 points. 52-43, Oregon State, Houston, excuse me. And that is The second one is true for Ethan Thompson, now an 8-point game. As Dejan Giroux here, being double teamed, Sasser and Giroux have gone back and forth all day. As Oregon State is really playing some suffocating defense right now. Houston cannot find a shot. And that is out of bounds. Out of touch by Oregon State. Lucas with only 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Same here. As a Cougars fan, I am getting slightly worried right now. I haven't been all day. Grimes at 3! No good. Off the backboard. It's Oregon State ball again. It's getting tight here now. Only 7 minutes left. An 8-point game. All of a sudden, Oregon State is slowly fighting back. We've got a ball game here in Indianapolis again. Houston has really struggled shooting. They've made some mistakes, have been taking bad shots as they don't play defense here. Ethan Thompson with a nice finish to the hoop, and it's only 6 now. Are we in store for an epic comeback here by the Beavers? It's getting tight here. Dejan Giroux, Sasser now. They're just unable to penetrate the defenses. That's a steal by Oregon State. Here he comes probing. Back out to Thompson. This is a 6-point game all of a sudden. Oregon State has the ball. Houston with 4 turnovers. Thompson with the ankle breaker. And that is no good, but a rebound by Silva is good. And it's now only 4-point lead for the Cougars after being 17. At the end of the half, a much needed timeout for Kelvin Sampson and the Cougars. They really need to figure something out here. Oregon State all of a sudden is right back in this game. It's been a while without a basket for the Cougars, and the lead has dwindled down all the way. The Beavers getting some really crucial offensive rebounds and second chance points, something that Houston has generally lived on. Now it's going back the other way. As a Houston fan, man. Yo. Come on, guys, please. Please, guys. Come on, Cougs. Come on, Cougs. Please, Cougs, come on. Hold on. We need a great play coming out of the timeout. We need a good play coming out of the timeout right now. Kelvin Sampson needs to drop a play, and we need to get a bucket. We haven't scored a bucket in a long time. It's 52-48 now, which is a problem. Houston is making turnovers, 4-0 in turnovers. They're not getting offensive rebounds. Oregon State is. These are the main issues right now. It almost seems like Oregon State's Cinderella story is just continuing. As you see the progression in the score, it was 50-37. Now it's 52-42. Now it's 52-48. Oregon State on a 6-0 run right now. This run is getting a bit dangerous. In the last couple of minutes, it's been an 11-2 run overall by Oregon State to make this a much closer game now. And now we have a ball game, ladies and gentlemen. We have a ball game. Getting tight here late in the Elite Eight in the NCAA men's basketball tournament in Indianapolis at Lucas Oil Stadium. We're in store for a great finish right now. I really hope Houston can pull this out right now. It's not looking good. Did I just say Oregon State? That is just stupid. Houston. Can Houston pull this out? I mean, all of a sudden, it's just been unbelievable what's been taking place right now. There's still a lot of moments left right now. It's been a 10-0 run by Oregon State. 6 minutes left in the Elite Eight in the NCAA Midwest Regional. Oregon State has been playing some suffocating zone. Grimes! That is good! Grimes! What a clutch shot! Quinn Grimes with a much-needed three coming out of the timeout. I cannot tell you how great of a shot that was. That is big-time clutch. Can Oregon State respond? Driving Hunt, driving to the hoop, and that is good. 5-point game, but that three by Quentin Grimes, but it's going back and forth here late, approaching 5 minutes to go in the half. Giroux and Sasser have just continuously gone back and forth. Sasser, the floater, no good. And that is a rebound by Ethan Thompson, a tough rebound. Only down by 5 with 5 minutes left in the game. Both teams are in the bonus. This is a huge possession here for Oregon State and Thompson, as Thompson is on Giroux. In the post. Nice feed! And that is a dunk! Alatishe finishes at the rim. And it's a one-possession game. It is a one-possession game all of a sudden. 4:30 left in this matchup. Sasser and Giroux have continuously gone back and forth. This zone by Oregon State is tight. Stressful moments here late. Shot clock down to 5. Giroux trying to break through. Here's Sasser. Got to put a shot up. Giroux! Oh my goodness! Is it late? Did he just make that shot? It's not. I think it is good. Isn't it good? Ooh, that is close. I don't know. That is close, man. This could be the difference right here. Did Jean Giroux get that shot off in time? Did he get that shot off in time? The shot has to go. It's so close. I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? Is that good or not? I don't know. I hope that's good. This is getting too close for my comfort. God, Houston cannot go this way. They can't. No. This is getting too close right now. I can't believe Oregon State has come all the way back. Is that shot good by Giroux? It might have felt late. I don't know. To me, it felt it was good. Obviously, I might be slightly biased, but still. Here's the review. Come on, Cougs. Let's go, Cougs. On. Okay, here we go. Is that shot good? The basket does not count, unfortunately. As the 0 comes up, Giroux's wild attempt does not count. It's only a 3-point game. I hope Kelvin Sampson has a plan here. As it is a 3-point game here, Houston up by 3, only 55-52 over Oregon State. As here is Thompson in the post, looking to go outside Alatishe. And here's Silva trying to set the screen Alatishe, being closely guarded. And here's Thompson. Thompson with the feet inside, Alatishe looking. That's a 3! And it banks in! The bank is open for the Beavers. It's the first tie it's been the entire day. Giroux off the glass. Big rebound by Cheney. Back out Grimes. 3. Good. Grimes. Good. Another big 3 from Grimes. One tie. Houston was up by 17 at one point. Can you believe that? Here's Lucas with a screen on Silva. His shot clock down to 4. Down to 3. Draws the foul. Giroux commits the foul. As this was some kind of shot by Hunt. As he banks it in. The bank is open as Grimes. Another buried 3. Man, we are getting some intense moments here right now. Ethan Thompson, an 82% free throw shooter. He's a great free throw shooter. And he misses the first. Every possession matters now. It is critical. This is an important shot for Ethan Thompson. He gets a second one to go. It's a 2-point game. Houston 58, Oregon State 56. 2:48 left in regulation. Such a tight finish underway. Grimes, a 3. Rebound, Houston. Back outside Giroux. That was honestly a terrible shot by Grimes. Giroux for 3. No good. Another. Is it a rebound by Houston? It is. And it is a foul on Oregon State. A huge rebound by Quentin Grimes. We look at the fight for the ball, and Grimes is literally fouled on the play. Two-point game, 2:22 left. Grimes at the line. These are some big free throws here for Grimes. Only a 77% free throw shooter. He's got to knock these down. Gets the one to go. It's a 3-point game. Another shot here to make it 2 possession. This is critical here for Quentin Grimes. Big stress moments here. Gets the second one to go. Grimes, 2 of 2. 4-point lead for Houston, 60-56. 2:20 left in regulation. We are in some kind of game right now. As Thompson gives it out to Lucas. Back out to Thompson. Giroux being guarded by Giroux guarding Thompson. Here's Alatishe. Sidestep 3 for Hunt is way off the mark. Rebound Houston. 1:55 left. Giroux's got it. This is the biggest possession of the game, arguably, for the Cougars, as Giroux tries and draws the call by flopping. 1:40 left in regulation. Here's Giroux. Sasser now. Sasser hasn't showed up late. Here's Grimes. Shot clock running down. Grimes a 2. That is no good. A rebound by Gorham. Gorham with a tough fadeaway. That is no good. Cheney gets it back. Cheney is fouled. That's not Cheney. Excuse me. That is Fabian White Jr. Excuse me. That is Fabian White, to get it corrected. Can you believe Houston? Fabian White just grabs it and keeps it alive for the Cougars, and he is fouled. The Cougars just not giving up on the offensive boards. Some more critical free throws here for Fabian White Jr. These are key. Misses that shot, unfortunately. Still a 4-point lead for Houston. The offensive rebounds have really ticked up for the Cougars, and there's a timeout on the floor by Oregon State. Oh, man. Oh, man. You got to stay tuned in for this finish. It's going to be epic. All right, man. That was crazy. I'm a Cougars fan. Oh, my God, bro. This game. We've got to hold on. Why did it have to be this close? Why? Jesus, bro. Hey, the Rockets are tied at half. Nice. Okay. Who's playing for the Rockets? Oh, Jesus. At least House is back, but come on. Where's Christian? Kelly Olynyk. Oh, my goodness, Kelly. 15 and 16 minutes. Tate with 13. Avery Bradley has played as well. Man, this is just Oregon State was getting all those offensive rebounds, getting those clutch shots to go down, and Oregon State has really packed that paint and playing some really good zone. But Houston, as of late, has gotten some really great offensive rebounds and made some free throws in that clutch 3 by Quentin Grimes, but it's still a highly close game right now. Houston up by 460 to 56, a minute 17 left as they give it. Here, he is a 3, no good. It's an air ball by Jared Lucas. Houston again gets another big rebound. Another huge possession here for Houston. A minute left in this Elite 8 Midwest Final. Here's Grimes. Gives it to Gorham. He is fouled violently. Gorham is going to go to the line. The senior, Justin Gorham. 6'7" from Columbia. Justin Gorham has got to make these free throws. These are huge right now for UH. As you see, Jared Lucas tries a wild 3. It just never had any chance of going. 53.6 seconds of Justin Gorham at the line. Only 70% has missed both free throws today. These are important. Misses the first. My God. Justin Gorham has got to make this shot for Houston. He's got to make this shot go in. It's good. Up by 5. 53.6 and counting. He fouled. Grab it. It's a jump ball. Oh, it's possession by Houston. Oh, my goodness. Ethan Thompson stumbles while Giroux he tripped over Giroux. And then Giroux and him fight for it. And it is UH ball. Up by 5. Again, Houston has had 5 turnovers this half to only 1 of Oregon State, which is why it's become so close of a finish. Giroux to inbound it. You probably should give it to Sasser, but they wisely call a timeout. Giroux wisely calls a timeout to actually get an inbound play here. Houston up by 5, trying to finish this game with some rebound, with some inbounds and some free throws. Man, what do you guys think of this game? Jeez. Oh my God. And we are back. Houston has the ball once again, 61-56 at the moment. 47.4 left in this Elite Eight matchup, the Midwest Final. The winner of this game will face the winner of Baylor versus Arkansas, who will be playing later tonight. As here's the inbound play, Giroux trying to inbound it. They gotta give it. They gotta give it. Grimes goes up and grabs it. A huge rebound. A huge board. Up ahead, Sasser. Sasser's probably gonna keep it. Yeah, Sasser keeps it. The clock goes all the way down to 38 seconds left. Sasser, like I said, being almost a 90% free throw shooter, which is why they give it to Sass Attack, which is my nickname for him. Don't judge. These free throws are very crucial. It could possibly be a 3-possession game if both of these go down for Marcus Sasser. He's been so great today. Can these go down? Oh, he missed it! God damn it. Did I just jinx him? Oh my God, bro. What is this? Did they call a timeout? We need this lead to go to 6. Come on. Come on, Sasser. You know, I thought this game was over, right? You know, I thought this was over coming into the second half. Houston was up by 17. It's a 5-point game, 38 seconds left. Sasser at the line for one more shot. He missed the first. This is such a key free throw for the Cougars to make it a complete 2-possession game here. Sasser's got to step up and just knock it down. This is where the big plays are made. This is where legends are made in this tournament. This is how you are remembered. As you see, Gerard Lucas, Sasser here in a big pressure situation right now. Big clutch free throws here for Marcus Sasser. This one. Sasser got it. He got it. Marcus Sasser. 1 out of 2 from the line. It's a 6-point game. Oregon State's got to hurry. Oregon State's got to take a 3. And he lost it. He lost it. Oregon State with a turnover. Is that a turnover? I am pretty sure. It is a turnover. That was a costly one. You got to give it to Sasser. Okay, they give it to Grimes. Grimes got to be careful. And Grimes is fouled. 6-point game. It's getting close. It kind of looked like Oregon State may have just lost their chance right there where they lost the ball, unfortunately. Alatishe. Can you believe it? Man, as Kalu try and supports him, Alatishe is fouled out as well. Oregon State, man, they're so close. But if Houston knocks down these free throws, another inbound pass, they should be successful. Grimes to the line. Grimes to the line again. He's 73, 78%, 77% from the line, excuse me. Grimes has been clutch. Knocks it down clean. Quentin Grimes has got arguably one of the best strokes in the league. It's so clean. It's just like clean. Knocks it down. It's a 3-possession game. That may do it. Gets a second one to go as well. Houston up by 8. 27 seconds left. 20 seconds away from the final 4. Thompson with a nice spin and gets to the hoop for the layup. Quick inbound to Sasser. Sasser is immediately trapped. And Sasser trying to drain as much clock as he can. Sasser, a deep pass to Gorham. Nice pass. That was like Deshaun Watson to DeAndre Hopkins. And that may do it. That may do it. 12 seconds away from the final 4. First time since 1984. That was a beautiful pass. Nice catch. And he tripped and he fumbled. Wow, that was close. As Giroux and Gorham, the 2 seniors, knew it. Oregon State, they came so close. Yet, they probably aren't going to win this game as Gorham will shoot a free throw. That goes down, rattles home. Houston up by 7, and we are set to head to the final 4. Who's ready for the celebration for the Houston Cougars? And he misses the second free throw. Interesting. But the game is already over. Oregon State knows it. They've had a great run. Oregon State being one of the Cinderella stories so far in the tournament. As another inbound pass here. As they got to get this inbound, they give it back out to Gorham. He gives it to Sasser. It was already a foul. 10.7 left. Houston feels it. We can feel it. We can feel the final 4. As Oregon State continues just to look on. Gorham at the line has continuously been at the line. Makes another free throw. And Houston is looking comfortable now with 8. They're ready for the celebration. I think everybody in Houston is. 1984 was the last time. 37 years later, it looks like Houston is about to head to the Final 4 again. And that is a 3 that goes down for Oregon State. And an inbound pass away as Oregon State calls a timeout. 3.5 seconds left. It's a 6-point game. 67-61. Houston, that may be the final score. Houston Cougars. If you remember the Phi Slamma Jamma eras, that was 1982 to 1984 with Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon and Clyde the Glide Drexler. And that was the last time Houston made the Final 4, as you see Clyde Drexler. And now we've made it after 37 years. Kelvin Sampson has done a terrific job as coach again. Houston will be playing the winner of Baylor versus Arkansas. Let's go, Houston. They did it. Let's go. We're going to the Final 4. Yep. There it goes. 3, 2, 1. And that is it. That is it. 37 years later, the Houston Cougars have reached the Final 4. Let's get it. The celebration is on for the Houston Cougars. 67-61 is the final here in Indianapolis. Go Cougs, we're going into the final four. As the number 2 seed, the winner, we will be facing either the winner of Baylor versus Arkansas, as the emotions have been released. Jean Giroux, the senior, obviously means a lot. We got these hats, the final four hats, and Houston is the first one to the big dance of the final four. Houston is the first team in the final four of March Madness 2021. I know those hats are really good. Yeah, everybody's fired up now. Obviously, Quentin Grimes being one of the great players. He's able to drain those clutch shots, man. Wow, those hats are nice. Final four. All right, that will do it here for the live stream. I guys hope you guys enjoyed. Please go down. I hope so. I hope Houston wins it all. You got a shot. Final four. First time in 37 years. 1984 was last. 2021 next. Final score 67-61. Houston over number 12 Oregon State. Houston heading to the final four. Hope you enjoyed this live stream. Please go down. Hit the like. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.